Hey everyone, what's up? It's me, Frank, or Sleep Derived, or that guy on Twitter that posts mirror selfies in his bathroom. And today I'd like to talk to you about a show that you probably haven't heard of. There's a good chance you've seen some of it before because it has a viral YouTube video to his name, but I doubt you can even remember what the show is called, even if you've seen that video. The show in question is the Canadian police drama 19-2. You may be wondering to yourself right now, Frank, why are you making a video about the Canadian police drama 19-2? Why did you even watch the show in the first place? Also, why is it called 19-2? Well, dear viewer, let me fill you in real quick. I'm making a video about this show because I looked to see if anyone else made a video about this show, and in my brief search, I couldn't find any such videos. I watched this show because of the very viral YouTube video that I referenced earlier, and it's called 19-2 because the police station that the series focuses on is called 19-2. 19-2 aired from 2014 to 2017, and it ran for 4 seasons. The lead men, Adrian Holmes and Jared Keeso, play begrudging partners who are placed together because Holmes' character, Nick Barron, tragically loses his partner in the very first episode. His partner doesn't die, but he's real fucked up and he can't really talk, and yeah, it's pretty sad. Keeso, who you may know from the only Canadian show that has any relevance, Letterkenny, plays a country cop, Ben Chartier, who has to adjust to patrolling a big city. Some other notable characters are JM, played by Dan, and I'm gonna butcher this, Petronijevic. Okay. Beatrice, played by Mylene Din Robic, and Tyler, played by Benz Antoine, all of whom are cops at 19-2. It may have been pointless for me to list those actors' names since there's a very small chance of you recognizing them, but I did it anyway. Now, cop dramas probably aren't the most appetizing shows in our current political climate, but I will say that this show does a pretty good job at how they portray the police. Sure, sometimes they show how cops are misunderstood and how their job is hard, and some people may not have much sympathy for that. Oh, I lost my place. They also portray cops as human beings who are pieces of shit from time to time and corrupt and all that shit. Most of the show isn't propaganda, and if they do try to show how cops are getting the shit end of the stick in one way or another, it's usually not too ham-fisted, and the point they're trying to make is usually a decent one. I'm not one of the people who subscribes to the ACAB mentality, but I definitely think that the system of policing in the US is deeply flawed, and I'm guessing it's probably the same in Canada. And coming into this show, I had some doubts about if I'd enjoy it or not, based on how they carry out the portrayal. In my opinion, I think the show does pretty well. While 19-2 focuses on police officers, the personal lives of these officers it features are a huge part of the story. I don't know if it focuses on this aspect more or less than other cop shows, because the only other one I've seen is The Wire, and I think comparing 99% of shows to The Wire would be unfair. But personal lives of the characters are definitely part of the appeal of this show. 19-2 also puts a heavy emphasis on the trauma that these officers experience. Oftentimes throughout the show, there will be scenes with characters processing what just happened or remembering something traumatic, and I really enjoy how these scenes are shot. I'm not too knowledgeable in film lingo, but I'll try my best to describe it. The characters will usually be alone in the frame, and there's always some classical type music playing. It's nothing revolutionary, but I think these scenes are well placed and impactful. As far as the acting goes, I have no complaints. Again, I'm more of a music guy, and movies and TV shows are more of a secondary interest for me. So I'm not claiming to be a good judge of acting, but in my opinion, all of the memorable, important performances are good. I think that Keeso and Holmes have a very good chemistry with each other, and the way they slowly grow to become friends is very believable and genuine. I think that Tyler is probably a fan favorite in the show, although this show doesn't seem to have much of a fan base, so. But yeah, Tyler's the comedic relief who struggles with alcoholism. While I'm at it, I'll just list off the other shit to know about these characters. Nick Barron is in a marriage that is falling apart, and Ben Chartier is on good terms with his dad. There's also JM, who's a domestic abuser and an all-around asshole. Like, of course he's an asshole, he's a domestic abuser, but his personality is shit to top it all off. Now I'd like to talk about the viral YouTube video. This YouTube video is called 19-2 School Shooting Scene, and it's exactly what the title suggests. This is probably the best portrayal of a school shooting in television history. Really, I'd say that there's nothing too special about this show. I'd consider it a standard drama starring police officers, but this episode is really a masterpiece. It's shot in a few takes, and the only reason it's not shot in one is because they needed to cut for a commercial break. The tension is tremendous, it's incredibly realistic, and the acting is phenomenal. They don't pull any punches. Definitely not a viewing for the faint of heart. If you don't think you can handle it, I suggest leaving it alone because it's a very graphic portrayal, to say the least. It's hard to say something like this is enjoyable or entertaining because of the subject matter, but I will say that they did a really good job with it. It's even better if you watched all of season 1 because you'll understand the characters better and how they react to what's going on. I don't have too many gripes with this show, but I will mention one. The fucking sex scenes. There are a lot in this show. Some of them are just straight up porn. I've got nothing against sex scenes in movies. I really couldn't give a shit if they're included or not, but this show has so many of them. And some of them are, yeah, basically porn. Overall, I've really enjoyed 19-2 so far. I'm currently watching season 3, and I've grown to really like some of the characters, which I did not expect to happen. Whenever I see ads for cop shows like NCIS, it really boggles my mind that anyone could watch them. Recently, I watched the first 5 minutes of NCIS, I think, Los Angeles, and I was dumbfounded by what I witnessed. TV ads always make shit look bad, but what I saw lived up to those NCIS ads 100%. 19-2 is a show that's very grounded and has a serious tone, and thankfully the acting and writing is good enough to where it all works. If you've been itching for a Canadian police drama that ran from 2014 to 2017, consisting of 4 seasons for a total of 38 episodes, I think I have the show for you. 7 out of 10. Thumbs up. Good job, guys. And that's it. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. I love you. I'm forever indebted to you. It's my first YouTube video in almost a year, and the reason as to why that is because I got really sad. That's pretty much it. But now I'm back, and as I said in like one of the YouTube videos I posted last year, I consider myself to be a creative person, and I love creating things, so I'm looking forward to making more videos in this style. I'm also planning on making music, so I'll also upload that here, and you can let me know how shit it is. And yeah, 19-2, good show. Canada, man.